Bro, you just made it even more tilted. Boom.
Boom. All right, let's do this. All right, you guys, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We are here. We just finished watching She-Hulk, which is episode number 6.
And happy weekend, guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Crown Gambit. I'm Aubrey, and this is Efren. As you can see, Efren's like extremely happy today, right?
Yes, very happy.
So quick updates before we start getting into this live review. I am working on the next chain reaction. That's about maybe quarter, like 15% done. Also, some of the reaction videos that we've done on the past, Star Wars stuff, such as the Book of Boba Fett, that will be posted as well. And there's gonna be there's 99%. It's 99% done on the Comic Con cosplay video. So that's going to be
It's gonna
fun.
be really cool.
So that's going to be posted in about a couple of days. Maybe today or even maybe tomorrow. With that being said, welcome to our She-Hulk Attorney at Law Season 1, Episode 6, Just Jen live review. And would you like to take the wheel on this real quick, Efren? And would you like to take the wheel on this? Sorry. Real quick, Efren. Hold on.
Hear that? Oh my god.
There you go. Okay.
Alright, you guys, so we just finished watching episode 6, which is called Just Jen. And
Judge Jen. No,
Judge Jen.
Jen.
Just Jen. And it is disappointing. It is completely disappointing. I was hoping for a comeback for She-Hulk, but unfortunately they went and they took a bigger dump on it. So this episode was just did not make sense in many ways. Like it just was out of it. Like the storyline was just terrible. I feel like besides the storyline that was terrible, also like just like over everything overall was just did not make sense. There's so much to it which we'll be talking about. But first, before we actually get started,
What storyline?
yeah, there was literally
What storyline?
at least the episode, like you know how at the beginning, like they'll have like a reason for this. Like the reason for this was just a friend's wedding, and not even a friend's wedding. It's like a old friends that
More like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
More like an acquaintance. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was more like an acquaintance, and it just she was basically trying to get she's getting married, her friend, and like I guess she invited Jen to be at her wedding as a
bridesmaid.
As a bridesmaid, and it turned out to be that she was just being used in many ways, and it just wasn't making sense overall. It's like, first of all, if you're not really close friends with that person, why would you attend the wedding? Well, I mean, attend the wedding, sure, but be a part of it, and then to be taken advantage of, and like I guess she was just jealousy over her being She-Hulk, and all of a sudden she then likes her. It just literally just looked like a woman being on her freaking period or something. This whole episode was just all over the place. Did not make sense whatsoever. It was just completely garbage in my opinion. I was really hoping for Matt Murdock to come out, and now I see why they don't want to bring him out.
Told you, Matt Murdock is not going to show up. They're going to hint Matt Murdock, but he's not going to show up because whoever's writing and directing the next series for the Daredevil series for Disney Plus does not
want to be affiliated.
Want Matt Murdock's character to get tainted by the She-Hulk series.
Tainted more like shit on. Dude, that was just completely like. All right, I'm the type of person that I like giving the show a chance. Like I like some episodes that other people thought that was terrible, which I was like, alright, it's cool, it's fun. But this one here, it took the cake when it came down to the worst horrible episode in the series. Now, I mean, first, the only cool thing about it on that episode was just Mr. Immortal, who happened to have like 8 wives and like 1 husband, apparently.
They had to like
that's a
shoehorn.
Equality.
They had to put the husband in there just. You
guys gotta put a gay guy in there. If not, this is bullshit. So, it like literally, that's the only thing that was pretty cool about it. Is just watching Mr. Immortal. He just doesn't die. He threw himself off the freaking window from like 30 stories. and just completely just dies and comes back to life. And I mean, but it's just even the actual lawsuit was just terrible. Like, because you would figure Mr. Immortal would be like, all right, you know what, fuck it, we're going to court, we're gonna fight every single one of them, and I'm not gonna pay out on any of them. And it turned out that they just made a happy ending. Like, hey, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. I'm gonna pay you for this, and it just was the end of it. Like, I was expecting more of a challenge, like them really going in and finding ways of Mr. Mortal not having to, be in a way like responsible, for all of this past marriages. It was just, in my opinion, it was just not that great. It was just too rushed. The action overall was just kind of garbage. Titania, she pops out. She just shows up just so she can fight her, so she can get more clout. Obviously, like that's literally what she was. The whole intention of it. It wasn't. I honestly would have been like, all right, this is cool. If Titania would have like somehow poisoned or roofied, Jen into like, and then they fight, and then you could tell like she can't really fight. Then it would have made it like, dude, the fight was just. It looked like a cat fight. It didn't even look like a fucking superhero fight. What do you gotta say to this?
The I just think I'm just trying to understand where the writing is, as far as like the direction of the writing goes with this one, because I'm sure the writers are trying to, you know, get, like women empowerment, and they're trying to get like women independency, but the way they're writing She-Hulk is weak. They make She-Hulk so vulnerable for someone who's so invulnerable. They make her character out to be so vulnerable, and they're just writing her so bad. They're writing her as like someone who's just complaining so much about every single thing. For instance, this wedding period, like this wedding, so she gets invited to this wedding with this nice little decorative box, and it looks like a very expensive. Well, I've never gotten a box like that before in a wedding, even for a groomsman or just to be a bride. I've
A
never seen
bridesmaid.
a bridesmaid. I've never seen a box like that. I've never seen a bridesmaid ever get a box like that. So it's a nice decorative box, and basically, from the looks of it, it's more like an invitation just to make her friend look good, or kind of like to show Jen, oh, so like who cares about the She-Hulk? I want to know if you're still single because I'm about to get married. So that part right there, I was like, okay, so you already knew that this whole invitation as becoming a bridesmaid is going to be a disaster. Why are you still going? Why are you still attending this? Like, why?
Yeah.
If it was me, if there were people that I dislike and I know that I'm not gonna get along with, and they invite me to their party, I already know that's a red flag. Like, we haven't talked to each other for 6 to 10 years, and the last time we talked, it wasn't really anything. It was an unhealthy breakup or whatnot. Within our friendship, why are you inviting me to your just so you can one up me? Like, why would I attend? That's the whole
Yeah.
point. I would never attend.
Yeah. Overall.
I wouldn't attend. But she still attended, and she's like,
Lulu.
let me, I don't really know this girl. We're not that close, but hey, I'm a bridesmaid, and she nominated me as one of her bridesmaids, so I feel like I'm obligated to go, and I feel like I had to say yes because I'm obligated. Like, you're not obligated to do anything. You have a choice. You don't have to go. You don't know this person very well. If you're obligated, why would you feel obligated?
Yeah.
Like, you have a choice. You're a freaking She-Hulk. You don't even have to do all that.
Yeah.
Why do you have to go?
Yeah. Shit.
And then she comes in there. It's like, oh, don't be She-Hulk because
Yeah.
this is my party. This is my
Yeah.
party, and I want
All the glory.
all the glory. I don't want you to take the spotlight from everybody and all that. And then when she becomes She-Hulk, she's like, oh my gosh, I've known you for I'm your biggest fan. Thank you for coming to my party. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, what was that all about? The whole fight with Tatiana,
Titania.
Titania.
Tatiana.
I thought that
Tatiana.
was. It was. I thought they were gonna go Rumble, but then again, like the fight had nothing to do with anything. It was more about clout, like you said. It was more for popularity. It was more for whatever. But I really didn't understand that fight, and plus the fight didn't even last that
I
long.
thought Lulu was just gonna kick out Jen at the end, like, man, you ruined my wedding, get out, or something. But no, instead she just went 360 on her and said, "Oh my God, I love you. You're my biggest fan." I'm like, dude,
And look, like if they're trying to direct this towards like the appreciating of like the feelings of women and stuff and women empowerment, why would the lawyer, not the lawyer, but the paralegal, why would the paralegal say, remember, never again? I'm like, well, not all marriages are gonna like turn out that way, so you can't just say never again. Like that's a bad way of putting it. You know, like one bad experience is not gonna say all your experiences are gonna be bad. You just have to be more cautious. You
yeah,
know, you can still get married again. Why would you say never again? Like what's that
yeah,
supposed to mean? Like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like the writing really sucks in this, and it's like I don't know what the writers are thinking as far as this, but this is not She-Hulk from
They
the
need
comic books.
help.
No, this is not She-Hulk from the comic books. She's not like this. You know, She-Hulk has a lot more depth and a lot more like as far as like her character and her story arc in the comic books. She's a lot more. She's got like levels in her character development, and this show is not showing it
Yeah, it makes
at
her
all.
look
We
weak,
should
to
have
be
done House of
honest.
Dragons. House of Dragons. I mean, dude, you've got women there that are like strong. You know, you've got queens,
Strong.
got strong women there, and yet it's still a better story than this. Why is
Yeah.
that?
Andor was the same thing, even though there's really not much women, but it's just, dude, the story overall.
It's
You could,
it's
the
all about the story.
writing. You know, it's because
The
you could have a story. You can have a story with really not much action, but if you have a good story that it draws you in and it you stick to it because you're like, holy shit, like I like the story, then you can connect with it. With this, there's really no type of connection there. It was just all. Uh, Go ahead, keep on.
bless you.
I was about to sneeze. It literally
Are you
happened.
allergic to bullshit?
Yeah, I'm allergic to this freaking episode, man. This is complete bullshit. Oh man, but I mean,
There's really nothing in this show. We get introduced to Mr. Immortal, and it wasn't nothing significant about Mr. Immortal. I haven't looked him up. I'm sure he's in the comic books in the Marvel lore, but we're all focused
Yeah.
on Mr. Immortal's
this
divorce.
is Mr. Immortal.
See, so why can't we?
Mr. Immortal.
This is Mr. Immortal, and so the first introduction to Mr. Immortal is about his issues with his love life.
Yeah, and
And
the best solution is for him to kill himself, so he could get rid of so that way they could think that he's dead.
I
And
don't
he moves
know,
on.
dude. I feel like this is like and I'm sorry for all you guys who are big fans of the Kardashians,
The
Kardashians
Kardashians.
and everything. But I feel
The
like
Kardashians,
this is
the
like a
dolls.
reality show. This is like Marvel turning one of their characters into a reality show.
Yep,
Yeah,
this
like a
this
reality
is,
show. Are you that tired that you
I just
keep
oh,
yawning
man.
there?
Jesus, it's just been watching this episode. It just completely drained me. I mean,
The writing sucks. The jokes are not that great. They turned the dog into
a groomsman.
a groomsman.
Hey, Red Pill Trooper, what's up, my man? Go ahead, read that one.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Welcome.
All right, Red Bull. Red
Bull. Red Bull gives
Red
you a
Bull.
ring.
Red Bull gives you. I think we need some Red Bull. Red Pill Trooper says, "Hi guys, She-Hulk is a courtroom melodrama with nothing that arouses interest. No point of this show."
Yeah, I agree. We agree with you, man. In the last episode, we were talking about it with Red Pill Troopers, also saying like, "Hey, man, give it one more shot. Let's see if it redeems itself." And Red Pill Trooper, you're right on this one. It's complete garbage, waste of time, but still.
Why
we're gonna
are we
do it.
doing House of Dragons? Why aren't we doing House of Dragons review? Why? You want to know why? You want to tell him why, Efren?
Why?
Because he hasn't even watched it yet.
I've watched 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The first 3 episodes. I
So we
haven't watched
can't
the
do
fourth
House of
one.
Dragons yet because Efren still needs to catch up.
And the time that I did get into the first 3 episodes, he didn't even watch it. So it was kind of like same, I watched the first 3 episodes, he didn't watch it, then he caught up, and then I didn't move on to the 4th episode. But yeah, I mean, we are gonna be doing that though. We're gonna be doing House of Dragon.
Here's a good one. So Sonia, I don't want to butcher your name, okay, Sonia? Sonia Pantoja. Hi there, Crown Gabby. My name is Sonia Priscilla. I'm just gonna Priscilla P. All right, because I don't want to butcher your name. And I wanted to ask you guys if you guys are for Disney's Hocus Pocus 2 and you're for Halloween. Okay, I'll answer this question, Sonia. I actually watched the original, the first movie, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, me too.
Was it Beth Miller? I think Beth
Yeah.
Miller, the singer, right?
Yes. Yes.
She's, I know it's got to be Beth Miller, and then the other two, and that one girl from Sister Act, with Whoopi Goldberg, she's in there as well. I actually loved that movie. I watched that. I remember watching that when I was like a teenager, and I actually enjoyed that film so
Yeah, I
much.
watched it a lot of times.
I thought the writing was well. I thought the comedic the comedic timing was great. And Beth, I mean, was it Beth Miller? Am I right? I want to.
But,
Yes,
yeah,
Miller, right? Beth Miller, right?
Yeah.
Beth Miller. Okay, cool. I got that right. So I thought Beth Miller did like an awesome job. Playing like a wicked witch, but like a comedy wicked witch. So yeah, there was a kind of like a teaser. I don't know if there's a trailer out yet, but yeah, I would love to see the
Yeah,
second one
me
because
too.
I loved the first movie so much.
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
great. I loved it so much. It was so funny. I gotta watch it again because it's been a while, but it's one of those like films that you gotta watch just to wine and dine and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
just to answer the question, yeah, absolutely, Sonia. I think I'm gonna definitely watch that. And maybe we might even do a review.
We will. We'll
Yeah.
talk.
I saw
about it.
Pinocchio. I saw Pinocchio with
I saw
Tom Hanks.
I saw Pinocchio.
That wasn't so bad, for something that went straight to streaming. I thought that was pretty decent. The ending was it was a little questionable because I don't know if you guys seen Pinocchio, but ending was alright.
Pinocchio.
You want to read this next one?
Red Pill Trooper says, "Is this show for women, lawyers, comic books fans, like the courtroom?
Like this courtroom melodrama is just
Melodrama is just
nonsensical.
It's just like I could barely read."
Okay, look, let me read this. Red Pill Trooper says, "Is this show for women, lawyers, comic book fans like this courtroom melodrama? It's just nonsensical. I feel like they tried to make She-Hulk into sort of Tevin novella for the Tevin novella community. Dude, I don't know. Good question, Red Pill Trooper,
Well,
because
this telenovela will have a
this last episode was just like, who's this directed to? Like, what's this show for? Because as a comic book fan, I like She-Hulk. As a comic book fan, this whatever Disney, I don't know who gave the green light
to make that person right.
did they do their diligence? Did they do what do you call this, a proofread on the script before Disney decided to, stream this?
Just give it to him. Just give it. Go ahead, make your
No,
little
it's
show.
She-Hulk. We'll just put Bruce Banner in there. We'll put Mark Ruffalo in the beginning.
Yeah.
The first two episodes, people will love it. We'll put Wong there because everybody loves Wong.
And that's
Everybody
it.
likes Benedict Wong. Let's just put him there. Is it Benedict Wong? That's his name.
Benedict
Right?
Wong, yes.
Everybody loves him. Let's put him there for a couple episodes, and then after that, no more. There's no superheroes here, so I really don't know. I really don't know. And to be honest with you, Red Pill Trooper, I was actually. Oh shoot! To be honest with you, Red Pill Trooper, I was expecting at least a little story about the Wrecking Crew, because I remember in either maybe the second episode or the third episode, the Wrecking Crew was introduced.
Well,
Right?
that's what I thought,
And
because
you were talking like, the boss, like the boss wants this, or the boss wants to know about this. Okay, I thought we were gonna get more of the Wrecking Crew, and then actually no, we don't see the Wrecking Crew again.
I guess that was as far as the
and
end.
who's the boss of the Wrecking Crew? So I want to know like all the other characters that's connected to She-Hulk, but it looks like we're just more focused on She-Hulk's Jen's feelings. Jen and their
Titania.
insecurity and all this stuff, and superheroes don't even do that. They don't even, they don't. I'm so pissed off with this show, dude. Superheroes don't even like show off like that. If you look at Peter Parker's arc, like Peter Parker does not even want to expose himself as a superhero. He doesn't even want to tell the world that he's Spider-Man because of consequences. It took him a long time to tell Ned. I think Ned caught him as Spider-Man, and then with Michelle.
Yeah, but not all
with MJ.
superheroes are like that. Look at Iron Man. He was the same thing. Tony Stark. He liked to show off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like you have
Yeah, but
different.
look at the writing though. I mean, we love Iron Man because even towards the end of Iron Man, he redeemed himself. Like, yeah, he was making missiles for both for the government, you know, and he
And
was making
selling them all.
destructive. But he was like he found even in the beginning he was like an asshole. But then after he got caught and after he met what's his name, the guy who helped build the armor for him in the Middle East. Remember that one guy who
Yeah,
helped
yeah,
him?
the guy who
He
ends up.
was telling him like, yeah, dude, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes like nowadays we gotta like look at the little people and all that stuff, and then Tony Stark's like, dude, I get you. And then after he died, he was like, I'm gonna make a difference now. I'm gonna make weapons that are non-lethal, right? And I'm gonna make a suit that's non-lethal. So the character was able to redeem himself, but this character, it was just too much.
Yeah,
You want to read?
I could barely read.
That's why you should have your MacBook with you. So Red Pill Trooper says She-Hulk as a comic and video game fan is awesome. I agree. She kicks so much ass in the comics and video games. Yeah. I haven't seen her in any video games because I haven't played a lot of like the I don't know if she was in one of the Hulk games or whatnot. I do remember playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm not sure if She-Hulk was in that one. I don't remember if she was, but I love that game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I don't know if she was in the new one that was in the Wii console or whatnot because I know yeah. But yeah, she was much better in the comic books.
Then she is over here on
Yeah.
the series.
Well, I'll read next one right here. Red Pill Trooper says.
Red Pill Trooper says. This
I knew Red Pill Trooper was gonna be here.
This is this is show is just novela soap opera. I mean, but at least a novela would have had a better story. This doesn't even have a good story. I mean, novelas they always,
At least there's more suspense. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen with
Diego.
What Diego? What's gonna happen with Dimitri? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Dimitri,
Why is?
I love you. Let's get married and have a happy ending.
Why is Anna? Why is Anna doing this to me? Oh man.
Man.
Why is Anna double dipping? No, that's
It's-
so true.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. We agree.
So Sonia Pantoja says, I'm glad you said that to me. My family, we saw Disney's live remake of Disney's Pinocchio. My favorite character is the ballerina puppet, and I recommended you guys should do Hocus Pocus too. Oh, I thought that was cute. And I know we're talking about She-Hulk, but I'm going to answer you guys' questions. Yes, Sonia, as I forgot how old I was, but I can remember that Pinocchio was the very first Disney animated film I've ever watched. Ever watched. Like, and there was a lot of nostalgic moments in there because, like, even almost scene by scene is almost accurate as to its predecessor, to its original 2D form. And I love the design of Pinocchio. I'm glad they didn't try to make Pinocchio too like real, like they didn't give it too much of a realism aesthetics. They still kept it that animation look. Even the foxes, the two foxes, or
Yeah, the
wolves,
two foxes,
like they
yeah.
were still like animated, and I like that. It's not Roger Rabbit esque. It's still 3D, and I like the fact that people still recognize them and they're like, oh, okay, this is the norm. We got
Yeah.
a walking puppet, or we got animals talking. We got this monstrous whale we call Monstro and stuff. So I really like that design, and then I like Hocus Pocus. I like the little ballerina addition to the film because it shows it just gives like Pinocchio the character a little bit more I guess realism to his character, the way Pinocchio cries and stuff, and the emotions that this 3D animated character gives. So I really love that. I really like that. So
that's good.
yeah, thank you, Sonia, for that comment. And then I read this one.
Red Pill Trooper says, and it's a shame they did She-Hulk like that. Yeah, it is a shame. I had high hopes for this show. At least through certain episodes, watching episode 1, wasn't really my favorite episode. Episode 2 got a little bit better, but then it just
I
it's
thought
like a
I thought
it's
episode one was okay, pretty decent.
at the beginning. Yes, it
Because
was.
I actually like the fight coordination between her and Hulk. I was
That's true.
expecting
I
more
just
of
didn't
that.
like the ending of it. It's just going.
No, I know, but I'm saying in the beginning part of the episode one, I actually liked it. I like the fact that Hulk was training her and teaching her like how to be a Hulk, and then this is how strong you are. So don't underestimate your power because you're completely you're powerful. And I like the whole like when she was clapping, she was doing the thunderclap, but she was doing it like multiple times because this is like the first time she's ever done it. Like I
Yeah.
like that fight scene. I think when you had Mark Ruffalo there, it just makes the show better. I think they should have kept on going with Mark Ruffalo being there because then they can go back and forth. But I guess maybe it's based on contract or maybe they didn't want Mark Ruffalo's Hulk to to take over the spotlight.
Like this episode here to take the spotlight. This is my show. This is my time. This is my glory.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't She-Hulk on me.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just overall. It's just I feel like it's a big giant disappointment.
I mean, I like the introduction to the Wrecking Crew. I wanted to see more of the Wrecking Crew because the art.
I'm sure they're probably gonna come out in
These
this
are
next
Hulk
episode.
enemies. Hulk's like major enemies. They're like B class, C class characters in the comic books. I wanted to see more of them. I wanted to see where their arc is. I wanted to know who the boss is. Like, who's this big boss that they're talking about?
And what's up with intelligentsia? What was that? Intelligentsia.
We see that at the
Yeah.
end of the episode, and they designed this like elephant tranquilizer, the size of an elephant tranquilizer, to take down the She-Hulk. So I guess now we're gonna get a little bit of action, and we'll find some enemies of She-Hulk because
Yeah.
it took him like four. What episode are we on right now?
6.
It took him 6 episodes to finally get like some action in here, but we're so focused in like She-Hulk's, Jen's like feelings. We're so her insecurities and the characters around her. I mean, it's such a waste of time.
Yeah.
So Sonia P says, also my birthday is coming up on December 24th.
Nice.
Happy early birthday and Christmas. I'm probably going to watch Disney's Hocus Pocus 2 on my December 24th and you guys something cool for my birthday. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna let's do that. Let's watch Hocus Pocus 2 because I actually like the first one. Definitely, we're gonna do a shout out on the 24th, Jen. I mean, Jen. What did I say, Jen? Sonia. I'm thinking about Jen. We're gonna definitely give you a shout out, Sonia, on your birthday on the 24th. I'm writing that down right now. Yeah, if it's something that you want to see, yeah, we can definitely do maybe a live review on the Hocus Pocus 2 this coming Christmas.
Yeah, because I want to watch it.
Yeah, I missed that
I
movie.
missed
Yeah,
that.
so Hocus Pocus. I really loved that movie. I thought it was a great film. Yeah. You
It
wanna
was
re-
really funny. It had a lot of good moments. Red Pill Trooper says, I'm glad Pinocchio came and went. I was getting tired with Tom Hanks wishing for a little boy in the advertisements. Yes, funny. I was talking to Aubrey about that. Remember the whole thing with Tom Hanks? I'm
Whoa.
yeah, of course. I mean,
Uh,
Tom Hanks is just no comment. It's just leave it at that.
what? You were about to say something. He's speechless with that whole Tom Hanks thing. I've heard things. I don't know if it's true. I haven't really dug deep into like what's going on with Tom Hanks and his personal life.
So he
And
was
all
happy to
that
take
stuff.
on that character. I'll be the little boy.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, okay, it's funny because the irony in that comment is, in the end of Pinocchio, right? Did you watch Pinocchio?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it with the kids.
Okay, at the end of Pinocchio, so the difference between the ending with this live action film and the animated film is that the Pinocchio supposedly it's a theory that he becomes a real boy, right? And then you see like just like a little glimpse of him kind of like turning into a little boy, but then it could also be Geppetto's thinking, like maybe he's just like like imagining this. There's a theory that maybe like this Pinocchio doesn't even exist, and it's all in Geppetto's mind because of his loss of his kid. So that's another dark theory that like
Yeah.
he like Pinocchio doesn't exist. Like
It's all in his.
he's
It's
so
all in Geppetto's head.
he's so in awe with losing his child that he decided to make this like puppet like in resemblance to his kid, and he's just imagining that it's real throughout the whole entire film. So he's just pretty much crazy, like he has like Alzheimer's or something like that. But
Here's what I found.
whoa, no,
What did
no,
you find?
no, Siri, be quiet. So damn, I think they're cracking up on us, the government. So in the end, you can kind of see Pinocchio turning into boy, but you really don't. So you don't see the full form of Pinocchio turning into human boy. So it's funny because when Red Pill Trooper says, "I'm glad Pinocchio came and went," I was getting tired of Tom Hanks wishing for a little boy all. At the advertisements because of this whole like Tom Hanks. So good thing he didn't turn into a little boy because of this whole like Tom Hanks and children thing. You want to go ahead and read that?
Well, this Red Pill Trooper also says Tom Hanks wishing for a little boy is the last I want to hear. Yeah, same here, man. I 100% agree with you. There's just so much talk about that, and I just don't want to touch into that because it's just definitely no one.
It's just one of those controversial things. I hear things. I'm so busy editing videos that I don't like to watch all this controversial stuff most of the times. But they come out. They pop up in my recommendations sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube does that. Makes me watch all this controversial stuff. But hey, some of it is real, some of it is not. I think one of the biggest thing was like the Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp trial. Like I didn't want to watch all that stuff, but YouTube keeps recommending it.
And supposedly his lawyer, he's actually dating his lawyer.
Speaking of lawyers,
the married lawyer.
Johnny Depp should have had
Johnny Depp
should have had She-Hulk. Shouldn't have She-Hulk as his defendant.
Johnny Depp is going in on his lawyer.
But then again, the way this show is going. Looks like She-Hulk will probably be defending Amber Heard. Not defending.
And the lawyer.
Taking Amber Heard's case instead. Because he's a superhero. No, I'm just kidding. So
yeah, I mean, there's definitely not much about this episode. It was just
we talked about the wedding. We talked about like how the dog is a groom. I mean, the writing sucks. Yeah. The writing is garbage.
And that dog didn't even look like it. It looked like one of those little stuffed dogs.
It's a toy.
It was a toy.
It's a toy cup dog. It looked like a little chihuahua. Chihuahua.
With his tongue sticking out. He looked all like, I don't know. He looked like he was.
No, the dog looked like a normal dog.
No, he did not look like a normal dog. He looked like a defected dog.
Looked like a normal dog to me.
A defected toy dog.
I mean,
they're like, fuck it, just give me this one. It doesn't matter. Just hold on to this.
Well, the whole point is that they made a dog as a groom, and I thought that was ridiculous. I think the writing's bad. The writing is very bad. I was already shaking my head like, what the hell are they doing with this show? Like throughout this whole entire show, I was so pissed off that we decided to just like order some Uber Eats, get some Wingstop because. This is such a this is such a bad show. Such a bad show. I want Efren to hurry up and finish watching House of Dragons so we can get into like real story arc such as House of Dragons because I actually like House of Dragons.
Yeah, same here.
I like this whole political stuff with the houses and stuff and how people are fighting for the houses, marrying for the houses. And there's marriage, there's war, there's all this stuff going. I love that stuff, and I just love like the medieval times. Like I just love that stuff, and yet we're still stuck doing She-Hulk. Are we gonna do the next episode live review of episode 7? I don't know, maybe, but all I know for sure, one thing for sure is I know that Matt Murdock is not going to show up in this show. Yeah. I told you, man. He's not going to show up. He's not going to show up, man, because Matt Murdock Daredevil series, Netflix series, was great. It was awesome. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was good because they introduced the Punisher.
Oh, yeah, that
Season 3 was awesome. John Berthel as the Punisher was awesome. I loved it. I loved it so much. Oh, and season 3 was the was season 3 the Punisher? No, season 3 was Bullseye.
Bullseye? Wait.
Bullseye? Yes, Bullseye. Bullseye was in season 3. So I love that so much. And that's why they're not going to tarnish Daredevil by putting Daredevil in this show. That's all I'm going to say. The writers, whoever's writing or directing, I'm going to look that up later on, but whoever's writing and directing the next Daredevil show, they're going to keep him from being in this She-Hulk show because they don't want She-Hulk to destroy any more Marvel characters. You've noticed that there's no more like Marvel characters coming out in this show. Like I think Disney is trying to keep Marvel characters from showing
I feel
up.
like they're just gonna pull the plug on it. They're just like, oh well, let's just make it.
They're not pulling the plug. They're still going to keep showing the show because it's already
there's
done.
the last few episodes, but that's it. Like, there's definitely.
I don't think there's
going
going to be a season 2.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to have a season 2.
No.
Unless if they were smart enough to do what Dave Filoni did. And Dave Filoni, how he wrote Ahsoka Tano, he wrote Ahsoka Tano as somebody who was unlikable in the beginning. But he did that on purpose because he was going to build her character throughout the seasons of Clone Wars and make her a relevant, likable character. And now she's one of the most like top Jedi characters to date right now, and that's why she's getting her own show. And that's why everyone went crazy when Rosario Dawson, portrayed Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
Because they really wanted to see a live action Ahsoka Tano, and everybody loves Rosario Dawson. I mean,
Yeah.
she's done a lot of work, some voiceover work. She's done a lot of DC stuff, Marvel stuff. She was also in Luke Cage, Daredevil. She's done a lot of good stuff.
Iron Fist. She came out in everything.
She came out in everything.
All Netflix.
All DC and Marvel stuff, and now she's in Star Wars. Oh man, dude, she's doing
she's
so
killing
well.
it.
She's killing it.
But I mean, look, this episode overall was garbage, but we do appreciate you guys for.
Hey, we appreciate
the comment.
Red Pill Trooper.
Yeah, you actually came. I know. I thought
He
Red Pill
came
Trooper,
through.
Yeah, I thought Red Pill Trooper said on the last review we were doing. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be there for that one. That's garbage. But I guess now I know why you jumped in because you wanted.
Because you
to-
want shit talk.
Yeah, and he knew
I told you
we
we were gonna shit talk
he
this.
knew we were gonna agree with him on this one.
I told you. I told you we're gonna shit talk this.
Oh,
Red
man.
Pill Trooper says the animated series of Clone Wars. The animated series of Clone Wars demonstrates how Ahsoka is very much beloved. See?
Yeah,
That's so true.
it is.
That is so true, and that's why we get a live action because of high demand. Everyone's like, "Dude, we need a live action series of Ahsoka. When is she gonna pop out?" Bam! Season 2, The Mandalorian. Freaking season 2, The Mandalorian. Ahsoka Tano live action.
Yeah.
Finally, everyone
Went crazy.
everyone was blown away when
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson came out, and now we're gonna get our own Ahsoka Tano live action series. Yeah. But Efren's hungry. You can
I'm
see
starving.
he's giving me the hand signals. It's like, dude. He's showing me his phone because our Wingstop order is
It's
ready.
been ready for the past.
You guys have a great Saturday. Thank you, Red Pill Trooper. Thank you, Sonia Pandoja or Pandoja or Pandoja. Thank you for your comment and happy early birthday to you. We will definitely check out Hocus Pocus 2. I'm gonna check on who's writing it, who's directing it. Hopefully, it's maybe the same people that was writing the first one.
That'd be dope.
Just check it out because the first one was awesome. I love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I love the comedy relief in that, and I love Bette Miller
Yeah.
so much. She was awesome in that one as well. And thank you again, Red Pill Trooper, for being there. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Red Pill
Thank you.
Trooper. Don't thank us. Thank you. And you have a great weekend, Red Pill Trooper. Where are you from, Red Pill Trooper? Just wondering. Are you from like in California? Are you in like different state? No, it's not like we're gonna go there and like
California.
California.
Nice.
So cool. We're
Perfect.
from. I'm in the Valley right now with Efren. I'm from LA, so yeah, definitely California.
Yeah, same here.
We're in SoCal. So
we're
we're about to get our winks and
gonna catch you guys next.
our Red Bull.
Yeah,
and our drinks.
I am gonna need a Red Bull after this one.
And then
this whole
hopefully-
episode drained me.
Hopefully, let's try to get Efren to finish House of Dragons.
I just got one episode to go. Like
There's tomorrow too,
tomorrow's episode.
so that's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
two
gonna
episodes.
be
Tomorrow's coming up soon.
Yeah.
So let's finish up on House of Dragons, and we're definitely going to be reviewing on the episode starting, or the season starting from 1 all the way to what? What are
I
we
would
now?
say we'll
Five?
do it up to
6?
before they do the time jump.
There's already a time
That's what I'm saying. So before that, we can review that, and then later on, we can review the next one.
because Efren has read that
yeah.
there was a time jump, and I saw the last episode, the latest episode last week, and there was definitely a time jump.
Yeah.
There was a time jump,
So
and I don't know how many time jumps they're going to be doing, 20 years, 100 years. If they do a 100-year time jump,
then we're
then we're
already
going to see the
basically-
Mad King. I want to see the Mad King, like so bad. I want to see what happened with the Mad King.
Oh, the Ring of Power, Red Pill Trooper. Yes, that's one thing.
Oh.
He said, "Will you be doing the Ring of Power
Yes,
reviews?"
I'm going to do
I've
that.
been enjoying it.
We haven't. The Ring of Power is
Yes,
the Lord of the Rings.
that's something I've been wanting to watch.
I
as
haven't
well.
seen it. I haven't even seen the trailer yet.
Oh man.
I know, and I heard it was good.
Yeah,
but
I've
I
seen
want
the
to.
trailer. It's
But we're so focused on She-Hulk right now. No, we are gonna do it. I think we're gonna go do the Ring of Power as well.
Yeah.
Because we're caught up with Game of Thrones.
So we could possibly watch the first episode
Yeah.
like while we're eating our food because I have
Yeah.
So we could definitely do that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, but
Efren's
we
hungry.
will be doing that.
Efren's hangry right now. He's hangry, and
We
he's gonna
will-
turn into
yeah.
the Hulk. He's gonna turn into the She-Hulk. Well, you can be anything nowadays, so you can be a She. You can identify as anything nowadays. Let's finish up with like these last Red Pill Trooper comments. Red Pill Trooper says, "It's a very beautiful show. Watch it in HD, 4D, etc." Well, that's reference TV right here.
Okay.
And then Red Pill Trooper says, "Very beautiful." Okay, cool. See, you got us all excited. We're definitely gonna check it out. And since you're recommending that, and yeah, of course, Red Pill Trooper, thank you for being in all our reviews. Most of our reviews, we'll definitely check it out. And every scene is Rings of Power is majestic. Ooh, majestic.
damn.
All right, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. You guys have a great weekend. Be kind to each other, love each other, be cool with everybody else, be nice and respectful, and remember, we're always watching. He did it this time. He did it this time. Find me in _81. That is my IG.
And mine is Efra Santos.
And special thanks to
Our Crown Knights, Jason Beltran, and to Invincible for supporting us on Patreon. So if you guys haven't had a chance, become a member today.
And thank you, Red Pill Trooper, and thank you, Sonia, for your comments. And for those who didn't reach up to this point to comment anything for us, if we didn't reach any of your comments, you can go ahead and push your comments below, and we'll definitely respond to that as well, which we always do. And then look for the Comic-Con video that I'm going to be posting in a couple of days, and more other live reviews of other stuff that are better than this bullcrap of a show. So that's that, guys. Thanks again.
Peace out.